Hey guys, so in this video we're going to be sharing with you our updated 4-1-2-1-2 custom tactics and why this is one of the best narrow formations in the game. So if you're somebody that likes to play FIFA and very narrow, you like to play very quick, you like to have a lot of possession, this is a great formation to play in because it's very flexible. You can play it in a lot of different ways. So as always, show your support, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, but most importantly, make sure that you hit the notifications bell so that you know exactly when we release new videos. So the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is one of the most popular formations in the game. It is certainly a formation that we see used a lot at the high end of FIFA. And one of the reasons why this formation is so great is because if you're someone that likes to play very fast, it works. If you're someone that likes to play high possession, it works. If you're someone like me and you're used to using width and width is part of your game, it does take a little bit of getting used to. It did, and I'll admit this, it did take a little bit of getting used to for me. I struggled to begin with, but once I kind of adjusted my style of play to really suit this formation really started to shine quite well. So we're going to start off with the instructions first before we go into the tactics, because I think the instructions are very crucial in this formation. Of course, with the goalkeeper, we're going to be on comes crosses and sweeper keeper, and of course the centre back's going to be on stay back. I actually like to have these guys on conservative inceptions as well, because I just don't want the AI making stupid decisions on my behalf. And of course the fullbacks as well, they need to be on stay back while attacking. Now, whilst they are the ones that provide any form of width in this formation, it's really important, especially at this stage of the game. A lot of people are very used to the game, they know it inside and out, and you really, can't afford to leave that space in behind. At the start of the game, it's a little bit different. You could afford to kind of get forwards now, especially when you come up against good quality opponents. They really do exploit you, especially playing in draft a lot as well with people who have high level players. Then with your CDM, now one of the things that we like to do with the CDM, of course, is use cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, and cover center. Now we do like to use the drop between defenders, and we did say in a previous video, these one central defensive midfielders, it works very, very well. But in this formation, it's quite well protected in the midfield, so we don't feel like we need to have drop between defenders on this formation. Obviously, we have the back four all on stay back while attacking, so I really want that CDM. Someone like Yaya Toure is perfect. You need an out-and-out CDM. You need someone powerful in that position because they get through a lot of ground. They have to incept the ball. They've got to be strong, especially in this day and age. With the quality of players that people have, you need that proper out-and-out DM. In terms of your two outside midfielders, both these guys need to be on balanced attack. We actually use them just pretty much on balance. The only thing we change is cover center. Now, of course, these guys are, again, box-to-box midfielders, so you need to have someone like Bellingham. And this Bellingham is absolutely mental how good this card is. Like, if you can get this card, use it. I think he's the best centre midfielder in the game. He's absolutely ridiculous. But someone like him is perfect as a centre midfielder because this guy, these two positions, they really need to play both positions. They get forwards, they need to defend, they need to run. They've got to do everything. It's good to have box-to-box mids in this position because there are scenarios where you're going to sit in and you need to obviously be able to defend, be able to incept the ball, and then times where you need to go forwards and attack. So you need proper box-to-box midfielders. And then in terms of your cam, of course, we've got him on get into the box. We're using Pele in that position. Of course, this guy's role is just to really link between the midfield and the forwards. And we do that really, really well with this blend of tactics and instructions that we have, but also the flexibility that you can have with this formation. But your cam is there just to really, like I said, link the play, also make runs beyond. So you need guys that have got obviously pace, obviously the high shooting, kind of the typical stuff. And then your two boys up top, we've got getting behind, but we've actually got them on balanced width. Now, the reason why we use them on balanced width, obviously the fullbacks aren't going forwards and you need some width somewhere. So it's really important to not make this formation too narrow. You can't afford to everything inside all the time because it becomes quite easy for people to defend if you're constantly like moving the ball up with your fullbacks, pass it inside. You move up your midfielders, you've got to pass it inside. It becomes very easy to defend because your opponent just has to really cover the inside and he's going to let you go outside. So the balanced width, just to give those strikers, make them drift a little bit, sometimes the fullbacks will pick them up. It allows the cam to get forwards and run beyond. So it's really just that flexibility it gives you in attack. So now before we continue, if you want us to make more videos like this, then make sure you hit the thumbs up button and make sure you comment below right now with any other questions and thoughts on any other topics you want us to cover. So let's go into the tactics for this formation. So now these are the tactics that I have used. Now I will show you some sort of variations of what you can use with this tactics, but of course the defensive style is balanced. The width we use on 50 and the depth is on 60. Now the build-up play is balanced, chance creation is direct passing. Now this is the one that's kind of the main thing with this formation. Of course the direct passing is what makes this formation great, but it also gives it a little bit of problems. So where this formation is great with the direct passing is it's so good in terms of if you're someone that can pass the ball quick, there's so many passing options. So if you struggle to score goals, this is a great formation because it's so good for players that like to play fast, and you make so many runs in behind with the direct passing. However, one of the biggest problems with this formation as well is when you use direct passing, everybody goes forward. Even your CDM, your fullbacks sometimes get dragged forward, and that is one of the downsides to direct passing. You can have your DM, your fullbacks on stay back while attacking, but when you get into the final third, especially if you're someone like us and you dominate possession, you end up just sort of dragging everyone out of position because they ignore the direct passing and they go forwards. So one of the other ways that we do like to play this formation is long ball and possession. The possession is important, as we said. Really great formation to play lots of quick 1-2 passes in. You know, everyone's very close together. Those sort of triangles are very close. So it really suits people that like to dominate the ball and that really like to dictate the game, you know, the play of the game. But the long ball works super well because it means the strikers, the cam, they all make runs in behind. But, you know, your fullbacks, your CDM, they all stay in position. So this is another variation of this formation. And we really changed it up. We actually sometimes use this one, sometimes use the other one. It's difficult to say which one is better because they're both good in different scenarios. If you're playing someone that's like very, very high level, this one probably works a little bit better because the issue with the direct passing is this formation really can get opened up quite easy when you're on the direct passing. We found a lot of people did counter us very easy. This isn't a great formation to sort of sit and defend in. So it's one of those formations that you really have to dictate possession and not give your opponent too much of the ball if you're going to play on the direct passing. If you're playing someone that's of higher quality, this is a much better setup because it allows you to have that possession, allows you to dominate the game, but it doesn't drag your CDMs and your fullbacks out of position. Of course, as well, like we said before, with the width, you need to have some width in this formation. You can't afford to be super narrow. So we like anything from about 55 to 65. Now, no higher than 65 because it just opens up your midfield too much. So you still need to have that compactness in the midfield, compactness in the back four, but you don't want to drag it out too far that it makes it very easy for your opponents to come in. So it's always better to be slightly narrower, but you need a little bit of width so that it's not predictable when you're attacking. And of course, players in the box, we like to use around about 5 corners on 3. For someone that's a little bit concerned about, you know, getting countered from corners, which not something we really, encounter too often. So we like to have it on 3 just as an option. When we do play the short ones, we still have players in the box ready for any cutbacks that we create. So that is it for the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and we did really enjoy this setup actually. Like I said, that variation. So if you're someone that's going to use this formation, we recommend having one game plan with sort of this long ball possession setup, another one with the direct passing and balance setup, and be able to change between the two to sort of exploit and see which one that you like. You know, really experiment and see which one you prefer. But this is one of those formations that if you're someone that, you know, uses a lot of width, you might struggle in this formation to start with, but stick with it. It really comes good once you get to play with it a lot, and you'll really enjoy this formation. So as you said earlier in the video, if you want us to continue to make more videos like this, then we do need your support. So make sure that you smash the like button, make sure that you subscribe, and make sure you turn on that notifications bell as well. And if you want to ask us any questions, make sure you join our Discord. The link to everything is down in the description. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.